Hello friends, welcome to the week 2 pre-recorded section of Variations on the Classics. So this week we're going to be focusing on mooches and grinds. We're really excited that you're joining us. We are doing these classes with your support. Both of us are full-time dance instructors. So if you want to send us money, that would be fantastic. Look in the comment section and we will tell you how. This is also filmed as something to go with some live classes where we're going to elaborate on these. So we're excited that you're joining us. All right, let's get started with our basic mooch. So we're going to have down, this drop in and down of the hip, and around. Drop, around, drop, around. If you're new to this, let's break it down even further. We're going to stand on one foot and we're going to drop into the other one. I'm pouring some of my weight in, but not transferring my weight. So we have this drop and then we have this circle of the hip. So we'll drop, relax, drop, relax, drop, relax, drop, relax. Let's do the other side. We're here, and we have this drop, relax, drop, relax. The hip drops, relax, drop, relax. Let's go to the first leg again, and we'll have this circling of the hip, circling of the hip. So I'm focusing on the side that I don't have, that I'm not standing on. Around, around. If you're new to moving your hip around, there are multiple ways that you can think of it. You could just think of like, I want to get my hip around in space. You could also think about using the standing leg to send the hip around. You could also think about this down pressure that we've got in the free leg, helping you anchor and get around that hip. So we have our down and in, around. This end of the around transfers our weight. Down, around, down, around, down, around, down, around. Our counts are 1, 2, 1, 2. Or if you like to count in fours, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to turn my back so you can see it that way. All the weight is on this side. Down, around, down, around, transfer. Down, around, transfer weight. Down, around, transfer weight. Down, around, transfer weight. So that is our basic mooch. Okay, here is my moderate challenge. Again. From the back. And here's my super challenge.
So another mooch variation you can do is to add in a little bit of a level change at the end. So shoot, oh wow, shoot, oh wow, shoot, oh wow, shoot, oh wow. You'll notice it's got just a hint of a peekaboo thrown in for style. You don't have to do that, but I like it. And then my super fancy variation for mooches is kind of my basic. It just means that I'm adding in some upper body. I'll do this from a couple of different directions. So, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot. I'm gonna do it from the side as well. Shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot. And this side. Shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow. And from behind. Shoot, oh wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, oh wow. So It's just some upper body variations for you. Next we've got basic grind. So a basic grind is this sort of shape, right? It's a figure 8 in this plane, right? Like if there were a glass door in front of me, that plane. And we're gonna do that by picking up one hip and then going in that direction, right? But to make it look richer and more bluesy, we're gonna raise one hip, drop one hip, right? So if I just drop a hip, looks like that. I raise a hip, looks like that. If I do both at once, shoop. So we go hip angle change, go that direction. Angle, go, angle, go, angle, go, angle, go. I'll turn around so you can see it from behind. So shoot, ba, shoot, ba, shoot, ba, shoot, ba, shoot, ba, shoot, ba. And then a variation I like to do on these is actually to use them as a transition to go into something else. A nice example here is a boogie drop. A-boom, ba, ba, a-boom, ba, ba, a-boom, ba, ba, a-boom, ba, ah. Shoot, right? And then my super fancy variation is to give a sense of rebound in the hips. So, shoot is my basic. Shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot, wow, shoot. So that's the super challenge variation that I'll be doing for those. Thanks, everybody.
All right, so my challenge for these grinds is going to be thinking about this wave, and we'll elaborate more on that later, but just notice my relationship and how my body responds to things through my spine. That'll really help. So we have from basic,
All right, that is a wrap for this week's mini class. Remember, if you want, you can send us your videos by Wednesday and we will watch them and use that to inform how we teach this material when we actually go over stuff in more detail. If you enjoyed this, if you got something out of it, there are two ways you can support us. Number one, you can financially support us. You can send us PayPal or Venmo. We'll put information in the description on how you can do that. And of course the other way is just publicity. You can like our YouTube channels, follow our YouTube channels. You can post about it on Facebook, right? Like, wow, just took a great class, really like it, here's a link. That's super helpful as well. We know that financially, this is a hard time for everybody. So, you know, if it's hitting you hard, don't stress. We're glad that you want to learn. If it's not hitting you hard and you want to help out artists like Ruth and like me, we certainly appreciate it. This little dude likes cat food. Yeah, and we will see you Thursday.